Welcome to District Dialogues. I am Fulton County District 5 Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr., and I'm glad to share with you District Dialogues, where we share snapshots of happenings in District 5. District 5 encompasses parts of unincorporated Fulton County, soon to be the city of South Fulton, Southwest Atlanta, East Point, East Atlanta, and small parts of Union City and College Park. I hope that you are enriched by our show. So let's get straight to it. In the fall, my office sponsors initiatives and hosts events that give to those who are less fortunate. This year, we're hosting, again, our annual clothing drive for the homeless called Blanket Atlanta with Love. This annual clothing drive will culminate with the distribution of goods and dinner for those in need. Then, in December, we will have our annual Dads, Daughters, and Dolls toy drive, where we collect new dolls for girls whose fathers are incarcerated during the holiday season. This drive ends with a gift wrapping party where the dolls are distributed to the girls. To close out the year, we will also host 3 town hall meetings, also called District Dialogues, where we will share Fulton County's 2017 proposed budget. For more information on my office or upcoming events, or how you can support these initiatives, please visit my website at fultoncommission5.com. Now it's time for our Excellence in Education segment, where we spotlight individuals, schools, and/or organizations that are making strides in the world of academia. Today, please welcome Mr. William McCullough, Executive Director of Enriched Literacy Incorporated. Welcome to the show, Mr. McCullough.
Thank you for having me.
So, tell us about Enriched Literacy. What is it, and what programs do you provide?
Well, Enriched Literacy is what I like to consider a life literacy nonprofit. Our mission is basically to bridge the gap between educational literacy and life literacy by empowering and educating communities to make daily life decisions. So our programs include financial literacy, career development, and also insurance understanding.
And how does Enriched Literacy differ from other organizations that are in your field or that do similar things?
Right. Well, Enriched Literacy, our programs are not only focused on individuals, but family learning as well. So we understand that family learning can be important to information retention and that type of process. So we like to, think of things on the family level and be different from other organizations.
Well, that's very good. It takes a village
Right.
to raise a family.
Correct.
It's important to make sure you have all those parts working together.
Right.
Tell us about the next exciting thing you have coming up, or your next project for Enriched Literacy.
Right. Well, Enriched Literacy, we're actually about to roll out our financial literacy pilot program. So we're looking to do that in the South Fulton area. I know they just built the South Fulton Library, so we're looking to have it there. We're looking for participants, or anybody ready to jump on and learn a little bit about financial literacy. They can visit our website and get more information about that.
And so if someone wants to be involved or to help with Enriched Literacy, where can they find out more information?
They can go actually on enrichedliteracy.org. That's ENRICH literacy.org. Right now, we know it's the holiday season, so we've partnered with Kroger and Amazon as well for their community rewards programs, and you can sign up through our organization with that. And the organization actually gets part of your purchase that you make through those organizations. So with the holiday season right around the corner, it's a perfect time for that.
Yes, a great way to give back and to help others give back.
Right, exactly.
Well, thank you for being with us today, Mr. McCullough.
Thank you.
When we come back, community kudos. Welcome back to District Dialogues. In our Community Kudos segment, we give recognition to organizations who are striving to empower our communities. Our next guest is Mr. Philip Coombs, Chief Operating Officer of the Children's Village of Christian City. welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here.
We're definitely glad to have you. So tell us about the Children's Village at Christian City. I think a lot of people may be familiar with Christian City.
Sure.
But maybe you can give a brief intro for some that may not know.
I am more than pleased to do that. I think you're right. For a lot of folks, they only know us as Senior Services.
Yes.
Christian City is located on Red Oak Road in Union City in this District 5. One of the things that surprises folks is that in Valentine's Day 1965, the Christian City Home for Children opened its doors to 8 little boys who needed a place to go. So from 1965 until the late 70s, that's all that was at Christian City, were children that needed a place to go because they couldn't be at home. And we continue now for 52 years taking care of boys and girls ages 5 through 17 that are victims of physical or sexual abuse, severe neglect or abandonment, at no charge to the family.
And what programs do you offer to these children?
Well, we have quite a few programs, actually, Commissioner. We start with our residential program. We have cottages with full-time moms and dads. Right now, they're averaging 12 and a half years of service caring for these kids, so there's a lot of stability and permanency for children coming there. We also have a program called Project Safe Place, our runaway and homeless youth program that was started in Kentucky. And we're a licensed agency so that kids that are on the street that maybe have no other place to go, not necessarily abused or neglected, but needing a place to go, can go into a local QT gas station, Union City Fire Department. We're working with the City of Atlanta now with Chief Baker, ready to launch the City of Atlanta Fire Departments as part of this program. We pick up those children within the first hour, call their family and say, your children are here and they're safe, but let's talk about why they're not at home and see if we can't get your child back home. If not, then they can place their children with us, retain legal custody. We only take physical custody, and then attempt to rehabilitate and reunify that family. Those are our 2 biggest programs.
That is awesome.
It's a great program.
So what are some of the ways that individuals or families or groups or anyone in Fulton County can get involved or help?
We like that question. We want people to be involved. We only exist, and we've been able to stay there 52 years as a private nonprofit, as a support from private folks like you and I, and our churches and our civic clubs, people wanting to help families. Just about whatever you're good at doing, we can probably utilize that service. Because we're open every day of the year, 24 hours a day, our children live there. We can meet a lot of people's volunteer hours. If you work 9 to 5, it's hard to volunteer at some places that close at 5 o'clock. Right. But we're open every day of the year, 24 hours a day, so lots of opportunities for you to come and use your skills.
Awesome. And where can our audience find out more information about the Children's Village at Christian City?
Well, a couple places. First, go to our website. We have an incredible website, www.christiancity.org, christiancity.org. It'll tell you all about our programs, from our children's program to our senior adult program. It'll tell you about our activities, like we've got an activity coming up called Charity Event, and that's a capital CHAIR, like you sit in this chair, where artists paint chairs and we auction them off, and we have an evening of trying to raise funds for our children. You can also call us at 770-703-AMEN. Isn't that an easy way to remember that?
Yes.
2636-AMEN, so that you can find out what are our volunteer needs. We would love to have you come. Also, for our Children's Village, for those folks that maybe are not wanting to foster a child or take a child on a permanent basis, we're looking for families that can come to us and pass a criminal record background check and go through some training, and then serve as a host family for our child. One of our children, when it's a school holiday, vacation, maybe go to the Braves game, maybe go to a concert.
Yes.
So it's a great way people can get involved.
Well, we thank you so much. The
thank
work
you.
that you're doing is yeoman's work, and we need to help people and organizations like yours as much as we can.
That's so kind of you to say. We believe that it shouldn't hurt to be a child. And for 52 years without any real funding from people placing their children with us, we've been able to help a lot of children, a lot of families, and that's our commitment going forward for as many years as we need to do this program, so that kids can have some permanency and safety and well-being, and maybe get back onto the road of a healthy, happy family. We hope so.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Our D5 segment is next. We'll be right back. In our District 5 economy segment, we like to introduce experts who can share information about economic development and sustainability. Please welcome to the show Carmen Lita Scott, Executive Director of the Airport Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Scott.
Commissioner, thank you so much for having me.
We're glad that you can be here. If you will, share with our listeners more about the Airport Area Chamber of Commerce and its role in Fulton County, specifically economic development in South Fulton.
Well, the Airport Area Chamber of Commerce covers 9 cities. We consider the airport one city, and then we have 6 cities in Fulton County and 2 in Clayton County. So we actually market ourselves as a regional chamber, and we do a lot of collaborative efforts with both South Fulton Chamber and Clayton County Chamber. As far as economic development, we support everything that's going on in the community. We enjoy marketing the area so that people understand it is a great place to live, work, and play, and also prosper. We also support the CIDs in the Aerotropolis, and we're off to a really good start with both of those entities in making sure that we are representing the county, especially your district, very well.
Well, we thank you for all your work that you have done and continue to do.
Thank you.
What economic development challenges do you see for Fulton County and South Fulton?
Well, first and foremost, I see the economic development challenges being the workforce development. I think that in this area, we need to have a program where we can help develop the workforce better so that we're developing for all entities, so that the people in the area are the ones being employed to work in the area versus the outsiders coming in. Although we welcome outsiders, don't misunderstand me, but we want to promote those that already work in the area and make sure that we're providing what they need to be gainfully employed. I also see transportation as an issue. We need to try and expand MARTA further down into South Fulton. And the most important is education. Education is an opportunity for us to recruit companies into our area, but they need to make sure that we have what they are looking for as far as educating their children so that they'll live, work, and play in our area, and as well as being employed in that area versus working in our area and then giving that tax money to another area where they've purchased their home.
Well, that certainly makes a lot of sense to me. Tell us how the CIDs, and I guess some of us know what CIDs are and maybe some of our audience doesn't. So if you'll tell us, one, what is a CID, and then how is working with the CIDs going to be important for South Fulton and even the new city of South Fulton?
Well, the CIDs is actually an acronym for Community Improvement Districts. And the CIDs are doing many things to improve the community. They have beautification projects, they help with security, they have a small force of security officers that go around and ride around and see things and report them if they can't handle it themselves to the local police department. And they're really important for the planning and the infrastructure of South Fulton, because the things that they are doing is going to take South Fulton to the next level. So we'll be comparable to North Fulton shortly. However, in my mind, we're already comparable to North Fulton, but we'll be comparable to North Fulton shortly. So with the CIDs and the Aerotropolis projects, we're bringing in many jobs. There's expansion programs within the airport community. There's expansion with Hartsfield-Jackson and their Atlanta Next project. So all of that comes together under one entity here, and that will help South Fulton.
And how do you think the new city of South Fulton will impact the economic development in South Fulton?
You know, the more the merrier, sir. And so I think that with a new city that gives us more opportunity to promote commerce here, it's an additional opportunity to bring logistics companies here. It's an additional opportunity to also promote tourism, because with everything we do, tourism is also at the back door.
And how can Fulton County provide assistance to support the chamber?
We want to make sure that we are on the cutting edge of the county and what the county's initiatives are. So we actually would welcome an opportunity to have a liaison from your office or a representative from your office come and be the county liaison for the chamber, so that we can make sure the things we're doing are supporting what you would like to do, and that we're all on the same page with that support system.
Awesome. Well, I think we can certainly make that happen.
I certainly hope so, because we're looking forward to working more with you.
All right. Well, it's a done deal.
Okay.
How can our audience find out more information about the Airport Area Chamber of Commerce?
The audience can go to www.airportchamber.com and visit our website, and you can find out about our programs and all the projects that we're working on currently. We're off to a very good start with both programs and projects, so we would like you to join in with us.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to doing that. Thank you for visiting with us today. We'll be right back with our Arts and Culture segment. As many know, I'm an executive sponsor for Arts and Culture in Fulton County government. Today, as a sponsor of Arts and Culture, I like to share with our viewers organizations and programs in our great district and county. Please meet Mr. Lionel Thomas, Fulton County Arts and Culture Director. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, well, we're glad to have you here. So tell us how long you've been with Fulton County as the Arts Director, and if you will, share a little bit about your background with us.
I've been with the Fulton County Arts Council for 6 months. I'm happy to be here. I've had a 30-year career in the arts, mostly in Washington, D.C. and the surrounding area. And my previous job was with the D.C. Commission on the Arts and Humanities, where I served as the executive director before coming to Fulton County.
And what is your vision for arts and culture in Fulton County?
Well, my vision for arts and culture in Fulton County is to ensure that we become the cultural capital of the United States, not just the Southeast, but the United States. That all programs are accessible to all residents, and ensuring that our cultural environment is growing and expanding.
And if you will, share with the audience some of the great art centers that Fulton County has and some of the great programs that are offered at those art centers.
Well, let me start with the funding that is instrumental, and thank you for being a co-sponsor for arts and culture in the county, is the program that we call the CFS program, which is Contract for Services, which provides grants to arts and arts organizations all over the county. This year we're opening up to individual artists as well, so that's a preview of what's to come. With regards to the Arts Center, we manage 5 art centers throughout the county. They are Aviation, Abernathy, South Fulton, Southwest, and West End. And they offer a variety of programs in all of the artistic disciplines, including dance, theater, music, and the spoken word. And that information can be found on fultonarts.org. All our classes are listed, all the activities. We have activities for seniors, we have activities for young people, and we have activities for all people of all age. So you too can come and join and be a part of that, those activities in the county.
Now, the Wolf Creek Amphitheater isn't a full-time art center, but it is also an arts facility as well, right?
An amazing arts facility in South Fulton, and we are very happy to have that in Fulton County under the auspices of arts and culture. And what it provides is a number of performance opportunities for families and for people in the region to come and partake in the entertainment industry and look at some really amazing shows and bring their picnic baskets and kind of have a good time.
Yes, yes. Tell our viewers, if you will, how they can find out more information about arts and culture in Fulton County.
Well, you can go to our website at fultonarts.org, or you can call our main number at 404-612-5780.
Well, we thank you so much for being with us here today, and thank you for all the great work that you do in making sure that art is relevant, and thank you for your vision of making us the cultural capital of arts and culture in the United States.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your work as well.
As we close out today's show, we'd like to receive words of inspiration and motivation from Charles Nesbitt Jr., pastor of Providence Baptist Church.
Hello, I'm Charles Nesbitt Jr. of the Providence Baptist Church in College Park, Georgia. Imagine you see a baby newborn for the first time and you say of her, she's beautiful, she's perfect. The next time you see her is a year later. The baby is the same size, the same weight. You would no longer refer to her as perfect because perfection in this sense is relative to the changes which take place over the course of time and the normal expected growth you would expect to see in a baby a year later. I want to encourage you today to grow in all that you do. I think there are 3 principles to growth that may serve you well. 1, we grow by our mistakes because it's not only important to learn through our successes what to do, it is also important to learn what not to do. And it is also important not to collapse at the place where mistakes take place, but to learn from them so that they are not committed again in the future. Secondly, we grow by taking on tasks that are beyond our capacity. In that way, we learn that the potential in us is greater than we assume. Most people take on responsibilities that they know they can handle, but by taking on responsibilities beyond our capacity, we learn that there are resources available to take us beyond what would normally be expected. Finally, we grow by deepening our commitment to knowledge or by expanding our territory. In that way, we go farther in and deeper down in life. Someone has suggested that the planting of trees in India years ago took place by the layering of manure, soil over and over again, so that the tree's roots would grow deep by always having something more to reach for after reaching a certain level. Let that be a guiding principle in your life. Thank you for this opportunity.
As we conclude today's show, I'd like to invite you to stay connected with our office. You can reach us anytime in the office, online, and of course via social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks for watching District Dialogues. We'll see you next time.